Good morning, everyone. We can start as soon as you are ready. So, good morning, everyone, again. I want to thank you, you all, those that are present here and those that are connected online. Thank you for taking part to this webinar. I am OR9 Francesco Patacchiola. I am the standardization staff assistant here at NATO Stability Policing Center of Excellence. And as you already know, Stability Police is another force that replaces and reinforces local policing in particular situations. And among its tasks, there is also the cultural property protection. So that's also the topic of this webinar. Our agenda will be as follows. We have the first part that will last about 30 minutes. It's an interview to Erwan Loro. And then we will have a 10 minutes break. And we will join again the presentation with your questions. And if you want to share your opinion, your knowledge, or the organization you work for, you are welcome. Apart from being a webinar, we also encourage you to share your opinion with all the community. This is also the chance to acquire new knowledge and to share your knowledge to the others, with the others. Today we have here OR1 Xavier Loro. He is from the French Army Heritage Delegation, and he will present the French perspective on the cultural heritage protection, and also he stay here at NATO SPCOE, and his job, his essay on stability policing and its connection with the cultural heritage protection. So, welcome again, Lieutenant Loro. If you want to introduce yourself, please.
Thanks. Good day at all. I'm glad to see you and to have the opportunity to speak about the French perspective on CPP and about my essay I wrote here 2 years ago. As you said, I'm a lieutenant from France. I work at the French Army Heritage Delegation since 1 year and a half. And I am studying at the same time at the École du Louvre, the famous curator and art history French school. That's all. Thanks.
Will you please describe your academic background?
Yes, I started with the military high school of Aix-en-Provence. From the high school to the prep school. I did a prep school to prepare the Academy of Saint-Cyr exam. I have studied literature, history, and geographics. They are the main matters for a military. And after I passed the Academy of Saint-Cyr exam, I have done 3 years at the Academy of Saint-Cyr, during which I was graduated as active career officer. During my scholarship, I had an academic essay to write, and I had the opportunity to make this at the NS, the NATO Stability Policing Center of Excellence, and I thanks it for this. I wrote an essay about the role of stability policing in cultural property protection. After my 3 years of scholarship, I chose to join the French Army Heritage Protection. And at the same time, it's a French particularity. I am studying the menswear and the menswear fashion at the Louvre in order to speak about military uniform.
What about the Academy of Saint-Cyr? Would you tell us more?
Yes, thanks. The academy was founded in 1802 at the same time as at West Point, and is a similar school. West Point, Saunders, Accademia Militare di Modena is the same thing. That is to say, a school for future high-level profession in the army and in gendarmerie. So we are formed from the platoon, the head of platoon to chief of all armies for the best of us. And I have studied the legal approach of war or humanitarian laws. I did it with the Institute of Sanremo, with the NATO Stability Center of Excellence, and with a teacher of Saint-Cyr. I had the opportunity to work about the cultural property protection. So, as I did an internship in NSCPOA, and my scholarship was from it's a 3 years scholarship, and I think it's all.
What about École du Louvre? Would you tell us more about it?
École du Louvre is the same thing, was founded during the 19th century at the time when European, like Italian, German, British, or French, are fond of cultural property protection of the natural and local cultural properties. And my school was founded to form and to educate future curators and art historians. So I'm studying at the École du Louvre since the past year. I have studied museology, museum studies, and now the textile and fashion collection in musée, especially uniform. I can say that my school is particular because we have an accord between Ministry of Culture and Minister of the Armies. It's a French particularity, and the school is under the Louvre, the Pyramid of Louvre. We are very near to the collections and to the curators branch.
Would you tell us more about the French Army Heritage Delegation?
The French Army Heritage Delegation is a centralized branch of all the army, created in 1993 with the desire to centralize and better coordinate the army cultural properties, because we have more than 2,050 items or objects. We have 38 headquarter command building, some of iconic other buildings. We have also more than 150 halls of honors. We have the necessity to rule and to be sure that conservation, restoration, presentation are at the standard. So we have three main missions. Maybe I can explain that. Firstly, we saw the coordination of collection and curators of our 16 military museums. Secondly, the role of the army painters, and thirdly, we have cultural property protection. But let me explain this quickly to make more comfortable for you and more easily to understand what we are doing in France. First, so we are ruling a network of curators, military curators, their work, their collection, their museums, and we ensure that all is good and conform to our doctrine and to our rules. It's our main mission. Our second mission is the army painters. It's a body of accredited artists from our minister. There is painters, sculptors, medal makers, and photographers. It's a French particularity because we have a biennale to the 2 years, we organized the national exhibition of Army Painters, and the last was 3 weeks ago with the theme of victory. And last but not least, we have also cultural property protection. It's one of our historic tasks because of, for example, the help and the participation of our members of our organization to the French Committee of Blue Shield of France, founded in 2001.
Yeah, about Blue Shield, we should also have some participants among us. So we invite you to present yourself if you want, and your organization. After the break, when we'll be given the opportunity to you all to make questions. So going on, what's the French perspective about cultural property and cultural heritage protection?
The French perspective, firstly, is a dual foundation. Like other countries, we are based, on international law, especially the 54 Act Convention and all its additional protocols that we have ratified the convention in 1957 and the last protocol in 2002. So it's accurate. And our particularity is our proper doctrine, our militarian and civilian doctrine, made gradually years by years. But we are implied in some mission and overseas mission since.
And about overseas missions, what are the French overseas missions?
First, I have just to add that we have proper guidance or proper rule for good conduct destinated of our soldiers since 2015. But we are in some missions like Iraq, Syria, against illicit trafficking and ISIS. We are in Lebanon. For example, Second Lieutenant Mathieu Pepe was sent in Lebanon recently to monitor French Lebanon troops about this. He also made an exhibition named "The Art of Safeguarding Patrimoine." Of course, that is at Reims in France for now, but that was sent in Lebanon, for example. But we are mainly in the sub-Saharan area with, for example, the mission of protection of Tombouctou and of its manuscripts, and the help to do the maintenance of this Tombouctou patrimony. Also in Bangui, one of our curators helped to restore and to rebuild the Bangui museums. Also, there is a mission more specifically to check the cultural property inventories made this year in Africa, in Senegal, for example. But all these missions are made in a civilian military perspective with a CIMIC. CIMIC in France are important because they are also member of NATO's mission, and they are the first branch in France implement this kind of mission.
About CIMIC, we also have participants from CIMIC, so we invite you as well to present any event that you have foreseen and your organization. If you want, please feel free to do it. About the French Army Heritage Delegation, what are the ongoing works?
The ongoing works, so we have a distinction to do between the internal protection in France, that is also army heritage delegation matters, and abroad. First, internal, we are on some plans to preserve, in case of a conflict, natural disaster, our patrimony, and each museum and each iconic building or each cultural site should have its plan. So we are on it. We are also on a national committee advisory committee. Sorry, it's a recent creation in France. It's an interministerial committee made to coordinate, in case of disasters or in case of war, the protection of patrimony. At the example of what Netherlands or France have done during the Second World War with Minister of Beaux-Arts in France, for example. We have done this, and abroad, we have a lot of formation and cooperation with other countries, for example, Lebanon, Poland, Greece. But we have also implied on the formation of Ukrainian troops. Ukraine has its proper CPP. Sorry, I have forgotten. Yes, CPP department, France. Thanks. So we have helped them to do this, and recently they went to Paris to be formed in cooperation with us. So we have these two kinds of actions at the DELPAT.
And what about the CPP mobile training teams? Would you talk a bit about it?
Yes, we have also in measure to do some this kind of training team made by our department in cooperation with countries. I take the opportunity to say this in front of you because you are from some different country, but France can help or participate at the elaboration of course training plans to protect cultural property or concrete action. You just have to ask, and this kind of team training, international team training, could be largely possible.
So now let's get back to Vicenza, and I wanted to ask you about your staying here at the NSPCOE.
I did a stay here at the NSPCOE at the end of 2023, thanks to Mathieu Johan, the head of the doctrine branch, with two other people from my school. And I had the opportunity to work on the role of stability policing in cultural property protection with the help of Stefano Bergonzini, that was a special matter expert here on this subject, and under the direction of Timothée Lebert, a French curator implied, for example, in mission in Mali on these topics, on this topic. So I had the opportunity to be here, and I thank the center because I had all the accommodation necessary to make my research, all the documentation. It was just perfect, and I had also the opportunity to see the activities of the center during my stay. For example, at the end of September 2023. The international conference about protection of cultural heritage in time of war, made by QESPU, the AMOT, so the Army Monument Official Training done by the US Civil Affairs Department, and also I have seen some preparation, like for example. The workshop made by the NSPCOE about the formation of the formation and the good conduct habitudes to have for a soldier. So it was a good opportunity to enter this difficult subject, both stability policing and cultural property protection.
So this is the topic of your essay. About it, would you tell us what are the results of your essay?
Thanks to ask. My essay was about the role of stability policing and cultural property protection tasks. So just to know, it will be sent to you, to all the participants, the next week. So you will be with my essay if you want to, and my essay was in 3 parts. I began with the study of the lack of gendarmerie type forces and the specific troubles on cultural patrimony due to this lack, with the end of a framework of perpetuation, terrorism activities, and for example, looting, illicit trafficking, and others. Thanks to this first part, I admit that gendarmerie type forces, GTF, are necessary to protect cultural patrimony, cultural property, sorry, and also that stability policing is a key asset to CPP. Not one tool among others, but a key to have a new approach of this subject. And I have finished with a radiography of limits, because stability policing is a moving notion under elaboration again and again and again. And I proposed something, for example, shift from the cornerstone of the NATO from Article 5 to Article 3, and other things like this.
Okay, so I think that we can call now our 10-minute break, and after it we can resume with any question. So please feel free again to give us any of your questions, and also take the opportunity to share with us your organization, what are your goals, and also if you plan to have any event in the rest of the year, or also in the next year. Thank you.